Hey guys, Red Eye Gaijin here. It's been a while. I hope you guys are all good. So today is just a quick one, and it's about spending your time in Japan wisely. So most of the advice from people who you'll talk to when you first get to Japan, or even before you go, is that you've got to learn the language. You have to learn the language. If you learn the language, at least you can come home with something other than 3 years or how many ever years you were in Japan for experience abroad, and sort of teaching experience, which, depending on who you're working for and what the exact type of job you have, it may not be considered real teaching when you return to your home country. So what my advice is yes, they are right. You should learn the language, but what I would suggest is, while you are learning the language, learn something else as well, and then learn the language around that something else. So, okay, I'm being pretty vague, but I'll give you an example. Well, there's the famous Bobby Judo, who's pretty much done exactly that with his cooking. Love him or hate him, he's learned to cook quite well. I think the Japanese cuisine, and also it enhanced his Japanese skills, because as he was learning to cook, he was learning how to describe what he's doing, and learning the vocab around the food and the actions to do with that. Now, that separates him from someone else who can speak very well about themselves and their everyday life, because he can also now talk about something which he is not something that he would naturally have come to know how to speak so fluently about, unless he had started to learn about that at the same time he was learning the language. So and I myself was lucky in that I was working in an area where I was marketing and working with online stuff and software, and so I built up a bit of a specialist vocabulary and ability to speak in Japanese around that, which I wouldn't have if I didn't have a job that dealt with that. So and that was really valuable. So I guess the takeaway is, okay, learn your Japanese. It's fine to do all the typical reading manga and all of that, but you really should do something different. Do something that you could call a skill, even if it is cooking, or if it is making an ornament or something, woodwork, anything, or even something connected to your life before you came to Japan. Try and keep some of that up, and then just learn how to explain what you're doing, or learn how to do it in Japanese, and you'll actually find it's easier to learn that part of Japanese because you have an interest in it already. And yeah, so that's it. I hope that's helpful. Red Eye Gaijin. See ya.